For a long time, I felt like I was following beliefs that maybe weren't even mine. In a world that's constantly pulling us in every direction, I found myself wondering, what do I truly believe? Are the beliefs we hold truly our own, or have we unknowingly absorbed them from the world around us? It's an intriguing thought, especially in a world flooded with opinions. It's easy to get caught up in ideas that may not really be serving our unique paths. When we are young, we are like sponges. We absorb everything around us, our family's beliefs, what we see on TV, and the things that our friends are talking about. And that's only natural, right? That's how we learn to navigate the world around us. But over the years, we forget to question if these beliefs are still serving our needs. And as adults, we continue to take in ideas from the external environment, from the content we consume on social media to the news we see and the books that we read. But here's the issue: these beliefs that we have formed without even realizing become ingrained within us, and they dictate who we think we are and what we think we should want from life. Growing up, I was heavily influenced by the people around me. I blindly followed the dreams of others, taking up engineering as a safe career choice, even though an arts degree seemed more interesting to me. My diminishing interest in the field I was pursuing opened the floodgates for what turned out to be an extended period of personal growth in my life. Looking back, I could have benefited from listening to my own inner voice and been more selective of what I believed in. I never thought that someone else's safe choice could turn out to be a risky one for my life. The realization hit quite later that what was true for others in their lives may not necessarily be true for me. And after years of inner work, I now see that this is what I was missing: an ability to discern and to be able to live my truth. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once said, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything is a perspective, not the truth." For me, it became almost automatic. I found myself wanting things without even knowing why. Was it truly what I wanted, or was I just following someone else's path? Over time, these perspectives can pile up until we reach a point where it's hard to separate our true desires from what society expects. When we are living constantly by borrowed beliefs, we limit our growth, our creativity, and even our happiness. This can create a lot of internal conflict and confusion. But why does this happen? One big reason is that we want to belong. We seek acceptance from the outside, and that often means conforming to societal norms. Whether it's the work we choose, our lifestyles, or even the way we think, it can feel safer to follow the crowd. Social media adds another layer. Every day we are hit with curated lifestyles that can make us feel like we need to be more, have more, and do more. Without noticing, we end up chasing things that don't align with our true selves. And then there's our reliance on outside experts. Yes, they bring valuable insights, but sometimes we end up relying so much on their views that we forget to form our own. Experts also come to conclusions based on what they have experienced and proved to themselves. And even proven theories can have outliers in some cases. And this includes research studies. While there might be a few truths that are universal in nature, By being discerning, you give yourself and the world a chance to provide you with new possibilities which others may not yet have discovered. For me, my true interests seem to be very different from the people around me. And because of this belief, I always hesitated to share or express what I genuinely enjoyed just so I could fit in. And so I closed myself off from others subconsciously. In time, that became a habit and led to periods of loneliness, even when I had several people in my life. At some point, I started to ask myself questions that I hadn't asked before, and I noticed that it was okay to let go of things that didn't feel right. As empowering as it is to find our own truths, there are a few ego traps that we should be mindful of. It's easy to become rigid, thinking this is my truth and that's the only truth. This kind of righteousness can make us resistant to other perspectives, even when they could be valuable. We can be closed off to other people's opinions, thinking they're just incorrect or envious, when the truth might be that we are the ones operating from a deep subconscious bias that is clouding our judgment. When we become aware of certain biases we may have, we are able to see past them. The attitude of being discerning and yet remaining open-minded is a balance between owning our truth and being open to what others have to teach us. This balance has given me mental clarity while making the most important decisions in my life, because now I'm operating from true alignment with who I am and not what anyone else expects me to be. And it's easier to completely let go of the pressure to keep up with others and live from a place of genuine fulfillment. Open-minded discernment is a muscle that we all have, and we can exercise it to introduce more joy and satisfaction into our lives. If you're interested in reading more tips on learning the art of open-minded discernment, check out the link down in the description box below and head to our in-depth article on this topic on our website. I believe that we all have an inner compass that tells us what is the right thing to abide by. And I'm not just talking about morality or ethics here, but an innate sense of what is good for our lives, like an intuitive feeling of what is beneficial for our individual paths and what is not. And over the years, we learn to cover it up with whatever we absorb from the world. And unlearning this conditioning and finding our truth is definitely a journey. But by consciously choosing to be open yet discerning, you can cultivate a life that is real, fulfilling, and one that is uniquely yours. Thank you for watching today's video, everyone. If you resonated with this video, then do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more such content. And do share your thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to hear any tips you have of your own. Until next time, thank you.